On the edge of real and cyberspace, there's one place you can go, and you found it. Welcome to KWTV, where today we'll be taking two red-eye 6 a.m. reviews of the HTC Flier and the Galaxy Tab 2. On the edge of real and cyberspace, there's one place you can go, and you found it. Welcome to KWTV, the one and only screencast that tunes tech, the wave life, and lets technology work for you. If you are a cross-platform slider that likes to hop from operating system to operating system and let that tech work for you instead of the other way around, this is the right place, and as I said, you found it. My name is Knightwise. For the coming 14 minutes or so, I'll be your host on this episode of KWTV, where we are going to review two Android tablets that are only recently hitting the market and taking a good and very early look at these devices. Hey guys and girls, I hope you haven't missed KWTV too much. It's been a few weeks since we've put out a screencast or a podcast. You had to do with a docucast that we put out in between because, quite frankly, I went on a holiday. It was time for our annual summer holiday in the south of France, and summer comes with big parentheses because we had a lot of rain down there, but we did have a lot of fun. And you know how it is with holidays. You have got a ton of stuff to finish up before you go on holiday. You go on holiday and you come back and you even have more work waiting for you than when you left. So it took me a few weeks to grab together all the material that I needed for this episode of KWTV. You might also notice that the video and audio quality of this recording are different from the previous weeks. And that has its reason. We are once again using a new camera. It's not the iPod Touch. It's not the iPad 2. It's not the Sony Blogger Cam. It's not the built-in webcam of the MacBook. It is a, standard photo camera. We are using the Nikon L120 point-and-shoot camera that Niana and me got at the local Electro Store Warehouse, Geek Paradise here in Liège, the Southern Megastore, yesterday. Story is, we went on holiday. I took the Fuji FinePix 6500 camera that we have, which is a pretty big camera, with me for the fancy shots, and I took the iPod Touch with me for the quick and dirty point-and-shoots because we don't have a point-and-shoot camera anymore. We used to own a Nikon Coolpix, I think it was a 4000, but it broke. So because the quality of the iPod Touch was pretty good, I decided not to replace it. What we ended up doing, because we had a lot of rain, was not pull out the big camera all the time and shoot our images with the pretty fast and what we thought would be very high resolution iPod Touch. And most of the pictures are pretty good, but we did come to the fact that the iPod Touch, even if it has an HD camera, it does have a little bit of its limitations, and the holiday picture snapshots didn't end up to be that good. So Niana said, wise girl as she is, let's get a new point and shoot. And we went to the store and we picked up this Nikon L120 yesterday for about 250 euros, which is not a lot. We managed to pick up this very professional looking point and shoot camera, if there is such a thing as a professional point and shoot camera, with a 40 megapixel resolution, a 21 times optical zoom, and the ability to record HD video and stereo audio. So why not give it a run for its money and see if we could use it to record a segment of KWTV. So that's what you're going to get recorded on the Nikon Coolpix L120. I hope it sounds good. What do we have for you today? Well, thanks to the folks at PHC in Eindhoven, I managed to get my hands on not one, but two Android tablets that are recently hitting the market. The first item that we got on the review list is the Galaxy Tab 2, the 10-inch Android 3.0 tablet from Samsung, which is a massive improvement on the Galaxy Tab, the 7-inch what I call the Samsung Galaxy XL, because it's basically the Samsung Galaxy S 7-inch without well, no, it's actually a phone as well. So, you know, the 7-inch first model from Samsung, the Galaxy Tab, wasn't very good. It ran Android 2.1. This is the Galaxy Tab 2, 10-inch, Android 3.0, and a very, very good device. We are taking a good look at it. Second device that we're going to review is the first edition of a tablet device brought out by our friends from HTC. We're taking a look at the HTC Flier, a 7-inch tablet by HTC with Android 2.1 and a stylus. So, very, very interesting device. Now, we are going to take a good look at those devices in our review, but I want to warn you, in the coming video reviews that I'm going to show you, I look amazingly tired, and that's because I did both of those reviews at 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm a morning person. I just don't look good in the morning, so I look very, very tired, but that is because I got up really early to do the reviews before I left for work. Why so early? Because I'm a procrastinator. I put everything off. Tomorrow, mañana, and then suddenly I have to take the device back to PHC to go like, crud, I have to review this. So I did 2 morning reviews on video of the devices. These are not in-depth reviews. I did the in-depth review and use of the device during the week. And quite basically, if you take a good look at our review for the Motorola Xoom, well, if you've seen one Android 3.0 10-inch tablet, you've basically seen them all. They just weigh a little differently, and the look and feel is a little different. But we did give a good review to the Galaxy Tab 2 and the HTC Flier. Very, very interesting devices. So stand back and arouse your geek appetite as we are taking a look at the Galaxy Tab and the HTC Flier. On the edge of real and cyberspace, there's one place you can go, and you found it. Good morning, everybody. It's about 6 a.m., and I quickly wanted to do a video review of a product that I have in the house today, but I need to take back at 9 o'clock. So I just quickly wanted to show you the Samsung Galaxy Tab 2. This is the Vodafone model. Thank you, people at PHC, for lending us this one, for letting us review it. And as you can see, a 10-inch model, which is a very, very nice one. The specs are, it is a 3G or HSPDA Plus modem that's inside, so for your wireless connection. It also supports Wi-Fi, of course. It also does Edge and GPRS. It has a 10.1-inch screen with a dual-core processor, 1 GHz. It supports 1080p, and it has 6.860 mega amp battery. No, that won't be mega amp. Whatever. It has a battery, so you can use it without a wire, which is, for a tablet device, pretty cool. It runs Android 3.0.1, and of course, after looking at the box, we are going to look at the insides. I just take it out here. If you're wondering about the funny camera angle we're using at the moment, I'm actually using the iPad to record the review of a Android tablet, which is, well, kind of ironic, but hey, we like irony down here at that Nightcast. So let me just get this one out of the box. As you can see, it's packaged pretty securely. There you go. That's the device. This looks very, very sexy. This looks way, way better than the original Galaxy Tab. I've taken the liberty of booting it up. I don't know if I can roam with it and show you the internet because it has a Dutch SIM card, but I'll just show you anyway. As you can see, the volume button, the built-in microphone. Here on the side we have the slot for the SD card and the speakers. At the bottom we have a connector. It doesn't support micro USB. It supports its own proprietary connector, which is, I'll get it here, which is a real bummer. It is the micro USB voltage because it comes with a USB cable on one end, but it has this fancy connector, which is, I don't know, not really good.
And here at the other side we have the power button and of course the microphone slash headphone jack. I should do these reviews at 6 o'clock. Wait, let me get my there you go, coffee, that'll help. So let's see, unlock the SIM here. Screen of 1200 by 1280 by 800, Android 3.0.1, so much just like the Galaxy, like the Motorola Zoom that we reviewed earlier, but the quality, this is not iron, but it's better built. You have these, if you can see them, you have these ridges here that make it real easy to hold. It's a lot lighter than the Galaxy, than the Motorola Zoom, but it does feel a lot more comfortable to work with. It does tend to sleep quite easily. Let me just show you all of this. See, you have all your apps here and stuff like that, so that works just fine. The accelerometer does have some issues sometimes, but that may rather have to do with the fact that I'm running some applications here. Android 3.1, it has touch feedback, so when I push some buttons, it will quite easily vibrate underneath my hand. The audio is pretty good. The webcam, let me just show you here. There you go. The camera is pretty good as well. It comes with an 8 megapixel camera that will let you make a picture. Let me just make a picture of you guys here. So nice and hard feedback when you press the camera button. And in all, I like this device. I mean, wow, this is the first Android tablet that I have in my hand that is actually something that I would like to buy. And that's what I said about the Motorola Zoom, except that it was too heavy and too expensive. This is not too expensive. 550 euros puts it at about the price point of the, let's say, HTC Desire or Desire Z. That's about 500 euros, and for that money you get a complete tablet. It has a 3G slot for a SIM card, but does not support voice, so you have to keep that into account. But for the rest, this is a pretty spiffy device for 500 euros, and of course a far leap of the original Galaxy Tab. If you had the original Galaxy Tab in your hand, go to the kitchen, take out a kitchen knife or some kind of long iron hot poke, shove it in your ear, forget that memory, and take a good new look at the Galaxy Tab 2, because this is a very nice Android device. A Samsung without all of the swipe and the touch whiz and all of the proprietary Samsung software that gets installed on Samsung Android devices. This is pure vanilla 3.01 Android operating system, and it really looks good. Works fine. The screen is bright, a little reflective, as you may see. It is a plastic screen. Just holding this and trying to wedge this and put some force on it, it does feel very sturdy. I especially like how they did the back with the nice grips that give you this nice feeling that, okay, I'm really holding this in my hand and I know when it's slipping out of my hand. So that's really nice to work with. For 550 euros, this is the first Android tablet that I would actually buy. So just you know, go to the shops, try it out, and that was my little morning review of my Samsung Galaxy S2. Thank you for the guys at PHC over in Eindhoven for lending us this model, and we'll be reviewing some more Android devices soon. On the edge of real and cyberspace, there's one place you can go, and when it's early in the morning, you can go tablet reviewing. This is the second part of our KWTV show where we review some Android tablets, and today we have another one for you. We are going to take a look at HTC's first attempt at an Android tablet, the HTC Flier. It has been long touted. There have been very nice videos on the web demonstrating what this device could do, and we have managed to get our hands to it. Once again, thanks to the folks at PHC who have given this one as a loaner to us for the weekend. Well, let's take a look at it. 7-inch device, not a 10-inch, a